Hello, students. Today, we're diving into the world of numbers, specifically focusing on exponents and powers. Get ready. First up, let's talk about what is an exponent. Imagine you have a number, and you're told to multiply it by itself a certain number of times. The exponent of a number tells us how many times a base number is multiplied by itself. For example, if we see a to the power 2, this tells us that a is multiplied by itself 2 times. So, a to the power 2 is just a fancy way of saying a times a. Moving on, the world of exponents has its own laws. Let's focus on them. First law is about multiplying powers with the same base. If we have two numbers with the same base and different exponents, and we're multiplying them, we just add their exponents. So, a to the power of m times a to the power of n becomes a to the power of m plus n. For example, if 3 to the power of 5 is multiplied by 3 to the power of 9, we simply write 3 to the power of 5 plus 9, that is 3 to the power of 14. Pretty cool, right? The next law is about dividing powers with the same base. Now, what if instead of multiplying, we're dividing these numbers with the same base? It's almost the same trick, but this time we subtract the exponents. In general, for any non-zero integer a, if we have a to the power of m divided by a to the power of n, it becomes a to the power of m minus n, where m and n are whole numbers and m greater than n. For example, if we divide 3 to the power of 9 by 3 to the power 5, we simply write 3 to the power of 9 minus 5, which comes out to be 3 to the power of 4. Easy peasy. Next comes a mind-blowing law, taking a power of a power. When our exponent itself has an exponent, we just multiply those two exponents together. So, a to the power of m to the power of n becomes a to the power of m times n. For example, 3 to the power of 5 to the power of 9 is equal to 3 to the power of 5 times 9, which is 3 to the power of 45. And what if we're multiplying numbers that have the same exponent but different bases? Guess what? We just multiply the bases and keep the exponent. So, a to the power of m times b to the power of m becomes a times b to the power of m. It's like combining the bases into one big base but keeping the exponent the same. For example, 3 to the power 5 times 9 to the power 5 is equal to 3 times 9 to the power 5 is equal to 27 to the power 5. And lastly, what if we are dividing numbers that have the same exponent but different bases? Guess what? We just divide the bases and keep the exponent. So, a to the power of m divided by b to the power of m becomes a by b to the power of m. That's not all about exponents. Exponents are also used in decimal number system. Ever wondered how numbers are built? Any number is actually made up of different pieces, each representing a place value. So, let us look at the expansion of 47,561, which we already know. 47561 can be broken down into pieces, like 4 times 10,000, 7 times 1,000, and so on, all the way down to 1. But we can also write it by using exponents as 4 times 10 to the power 4, plus 7 times 10 to the power 3, plus 5 times 10 to the power 2, plus 6 times 10 to the power 1, plus 1 times 10 to the power 0. This shows us how each digit in a number has its own special place and value. Next, we will move on to expressing large numbers in the standard form. Sometimes numbers are huge, and we need a simpler way to write them. That's where the standard form comes in handy. It's like a shortcut for big numbers. For example, instead of writing out all the zeros in 59,000, we can write it as 5.9 times 10 to the power of 4, and 450,000 as 4.5 times 10 to the power 5. It's a neat way to keep things tidy and understandable. Now, it's your turn to be the hero. We've got some challenges for you. Can you use what we've learned to solve these puzzles? Like, what's b to the power of 3 if b equals 5? Or, evaluate the expression b to the power of 4 minus y to the power of 2 if b is equal to 2 and y is equal to 4. And evaluate the expression a to the power 2 minus c to the power of 2 whole to the power of 2 if a is equal to 4 and c is equal to 2. Give it a shot and let's see how you do. Ready for the answers? Here they are. For the first challenge, the answer is 125. For the second, it's a big 0. And for the third, you get 144. How did you do? Remember, practice makes perfect, and you're well on your way to becoming a master of exponents and powers. Keep shining, superstars. We hope that you have understood the topic. You can now study chapter notes, watch video lectures, and solve MCQ tests of this chapter on Eduref to ensure you score well in your school exams. And that's not all, you also get amazing courses for maths, science, English, Hindi, and much more for class 7. Thank you.